May I ask a question?
Yes.
Yeah, I know, there's this lady that I know that she's older than that, and she's been wanting to be my girlfriend for a long time. And she's in her 80s.
A Michigan sentencing hearing quickly turns intense as Robert Ham faces serious probation conditions, jail time, and sex offender restrictions. The courtroom stays calm, but tension builds immediately once attorneys begin challenging unusual supervision rules. Watch closely because this case takes several unexpected turns before sentencing ends. Subscribe now for more dramatic courtroom breakdowns.
All right, thank you. All right, Mr. Ham.
Yeah.
All right, this is in the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Robert Warren Ham, file number 26-22523FH and 26-22524FH. I have Michael Dagger Margosian appearing on behalf of Mr. Ham. Both are appearing via Zoom separately. I have Alexander Banetto present in the courtroom appearing on behalf of the people, and Thomas Moore from the Michigan Department of Corrections. Mr. Dagger Margosian, just so you know, I've already spoke with Mr. Moore about the PSI listing Elias Mawad, so he will make those changes. So Mr. Dagger Margosian would like a breakout room with you, Mr. Ham. So I am going to open a breakout room, and there should be a mouse there in front of you. And then you're going to get an invitation on the screen to join a breakout room, and just use the mouse and click to join the breakout room. Looking for you. All right, we are back on the record in file number 26-22523FH and 26-22524FH with the matter of the people of the state of Michigan versus Robert Ham. So, Mr. Dagger Margosian, have you had enough time to speak with the client?
Yes.
All right. Mr. Ham, have you had an opportunity to read and review the pre-sentence report?
Yeah.
All right, and you've had an opportunity to speak with Mr. Dagger Margosian?
Yeah.
All right, are you satisfied with Mr. Dagger Margosian as your attorney and the advice that he's given you?
Yeah, I guess so.
Okay, so he's answered all your questions.
Yeah.
And you're satisfied that he did his best to represent you?
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Dagger Margosian, do you wish to, now obviously you've already made the correction to the attorney counsel name, but do you wish to explain or challenge the accuracy or relevancy of any information in this report?
No.
Mr. Alexander Banetto? All right, now obviously there was a Killebrew agreement that was struck between the prosecutor's office and the defense counsel, so the court will honor that, of course. Does the pre-sentence report disclose any prior convictions in which there exists any known constitutional defects? Mr. Dagger Margosian?
No.
And Mr. Banetto?
No, Your Honor.
The probation department has calculated the minimum sentencing guidelines on, hold on one second, on file number 26-22523 to be 0 to 17 months. Do you have any objections to that calculation of guidelines, Mr. Dagger Margosian?
No challenge at this time.
Mr. Banetto?
No, Your Honor.
On file number 26-22524FH, probation department has calculated the minimum sentencing guidelines to be 0 to 9 months. Do you have any objection to that calculation, Mr. Dagger Margosian?
No challenges at this time.
And Mr. Banetto?
No, Your
All right, before the court passes sentence, do you have anything to say on behalf of the people, Mr. Banetto?
Just that, Your Honor, Ms. Arnold, Mr. Dagger Margosian, and I discussed this case for a long time. That's how we came up with this resolution. That was in conjunction with the victim's request. They are not here to make a statement today. So I would just ask that the court follow the Kilbrook agreement in this case.
All right, and Mr. Degemer goes in. Anything you'd like to say on behalf of Mr. Ham?
Your Honor, the sentence is fairly straightforward, as the conditions have been carved out in by way of the plea. I would ask, obviously, the court that the court grant the credit, the 130 days on 523, the 144 days on 524, for the sentence to be concurrent. The only condition that I think is inappropriate is the condition for Mr. Ham, while on probation, to not have any contact with anybody under the age of 17. Neither of these offenses involved anybody under the age of 17. Obviously, sentencing is supposed to be crafted in response to the offense itself. So I don't really understand why those conditions are in there. Mr. Ham is these offenses do require SOAR compliance, so obviously that can be handled. But by way of a probation condition, I think that's inappropriate, and I would ask the court to not order that at this time. But other than that, I'd ask the court to follow the recommendation.
All right. Mr. Ham, is there anything you'd like to say on your own behalf?
You know, I'm talking about on under those lines.
I'm sorry, Mr. Ham. That room has really bad audio. It's not your fault. Could you repeat that?
You're talking about what being about the 17 limit.
No, I just meant in general, including that. Is there anything you'd like to say on your own behalf before I pass sentence?
The judge carefully explains why probation terms must balance punishment, rehabilitation, and public safety. But things shift when Robert Ham's past record becomes part of the discussion. Defense attorneys wanted fewer restrictions, yet probation officials push for tougher supervision conditions. Do you think these extra rules are fair or unnecessarily excessive here?
Nothing I can think of right off.
Okay. In determining the appropriate sentence in this case, the court has considered the seriousness of the offense, your history, the principle of proportionality, the statutory penalty, the cost of confinement, the sentencing guidelines, the report and recommendation of the probation department, as well as what has been said upon the record at this hearing. The criteria and reasons for the sentence are the nature and gravity of the offense, the discipline appropriate to its commission, deterrence against repetition by you and by others, the potential for reformation, vindication for the law, and the protection of society. Mr. Ham has no prior misdemeanors. He has one prior felony. He has a very limited criminal record. It was a Killebrew agreement placed on the record, agreeing for a sentence of 5 years probation and 1 year in jail. It's a sentence of the court that Mr. Ham will be placed on probation for a period of 5 years. During that term of probation, he will obey and comply all provisions in the articles of probation, not limited to, but including, he's not to violate any criminal law of any unit of government. Do you have children, Mr. Ham?
All I know is a 37-year-old.
Okay, do you have grandchildren?
Yeah.
Okay. Mr. Moore, this incident, as correctly stated, did not involve a juvenile in any way. Was there a mandatory reason you put that clause in there?
Yeah, we have, well, there's two offenses here, and one of the victims was probably mentally underage, but he has a previous sex offense from 1990 or 91 or 2, and just his behavior and whatnot, we would appreciate that condition stay in place unless there's some specific reason he needs to be around somebody that's underage.
All right. So I'm going to order that you're not to have any verbal, written, electronic contact with any individual age 17 or under, or unsupervised physical contact with any individual under the age of or 17 and under, complete sexual abuse prevention programming or other treatment if referred. You must register as required by the Michigan Sex Offender Registration Act and comply with all the requirements of that act. Provide verification of your registration. You have to register every so often as required, and I believe Mr. Moore would provide that information to you when you report. You must not access the internet using. Does this involve the internet?
I don't believe so, Your Honor.
I'm not gonna order the internet clause, Mr. Moore.
Okay.
Okay, because, you know, he's gonna have to
They
get a
do
job.
request us
and-
to ask for that, you know, whether you grant it or not, but we're, you know, required to request it.
Okay, I'm not gonna require it, so,
Okay.
just because I don't think it has any bearing on this case. Now, obviously, you have to waive confidentiality and require, what? I don't even know what number 7 means. I've never seen that one before. Mr. Moore, I apologize. Is that a new one?
Yes, give me a second here.
To facilitate
Nope.
sexual offense caseload management team meetings? I've never seen that one before. I'm sorry.
These are, they're asking us to add those on there. This is waiving confidentiality for the, well, he's going to be placed in sex offender therapy. So that's what that is.
Okay, so it's just the typical term that.
It's waiving
yes.
confidentiality for the team of people that will be involved with it. Yeah.
Okay. I'll order that as well. Can't leave the state without consent of the court, not to use any illegal controlled substances or paraphernalia. Report as required to the probation department. Notify them immediately of any change of address or change in employment. Not to have any contact in any form whatsoever with the victim in this matter. And you can't be within 500 feet of their residence, their school, or employment. And so that would be Kathy Watering Lally and Kimberly Gerber. Not to provide any care for any adults age 62 or older, for any disabled adults. Must have ID or a valid driver's license, not to engage in any assaultive, abusive, threatening, or intimidating behavior. Submit to search of your person and property, include your vehicle, your residence, your computer, without need of a warrant if they have reasonable cause to believe you have items which violate the conditions of your probation. And this is, I'm sorry, Ms. Spade, all on file number 26-22523FH.
Thank you, Judge.
You will serve 1 year in jail with credit for 130 days already served. There's a crime victim assessment fee in the amount of $130, $30 per month supervision fee, $60 if we have to put a tether on you. Pay court costs in the amount of $750, a DNA fee in the amount of $60. I think he's already complied with that HIV testing. If not, you will have to comply with that and sign a release of information on that to the probation department. Crime victim assessment, there's a state cost of $68, but I don't see that on there. Okay. On file number 26-22524FH, obviously all the same terms of probation for a period of 5 years.
The courtroom gets awkward fast when new probation restrictions are read aloud, including limits involving minors, living arrangements, and supervision. Defense counsel reminds the court both victims were adults, but the judge still keeps several strict conditions in place. That decision instantly changes the tone of sentencing and raises serious questions afterward.
Okay, this one's a little different. He must not live in a residence where any individual age 17 or under stays or is cared for, not provide care for any individuals age 17 or under. What was the age of the victims in this matter? Mr. Degemer,
They were both adults.
I was gonna say.
like adults?
Yeah, like not
Somewhere
like
between 30
30s.
and
Yeah,
late 40s.
yeah.
Okay, you're not to have any unsupervised contact with anyone under the age of 17 or 17 or under. You must get permission from the court and the probation department if you're going to live in a home where someone is age 17 or under. You must complete your sexual abuse prevention treatment program, register as a Michigan sex offender, provide verification of that. Again, I'm not going to do the internet use. The other terms remain the same as the other file. No contact with the victims in that matter. Again, not provide care for anyone 62 or older.
May I ask a question?
Yes.
Yeah, I know, like, there's this lady that I know that she's older than that, and she's been wanting to be my girlfriend for a long time. She's she's in her 80s.
Okay, so what I will tell you is, is she disabled?
No, not exactly. She's
Okay, well, before you date her, I guess you need to talk to Mr. Moore about her, all right? And make sure she isn't in any way have anything about her that would violate these terms.
okay.
Mr.
Your
Moore?
Honor, I just wanted to clarify something with that condition 7, the internet access. We're not, it's not asking him that he doesn't, get on the internet. It's that we want him to complete and sign an MDOC internet use agreement, which puts some guidelines down. That's what that condition is.
And that's fine. Okay.
Does that mean I can still use Facebook?
Right. There's going to be
Yes.
an MDOC agreement, so you understand what you can access and not access. So,
Well, what is he limited in accessing?
well, I don't have it right in front of me right now to go through everything, but it's going to make sure that he's not on sites that he shouldn't be on.
Okay, so Mr. Moore, I've not seen this one before in a PSI, and so
Okay.
even I have some concerns about that.
Okay.
So what I would say is, obviously, I mean, it shouldn't limit him from social media, internet access, or whatever. So what is it trying to limit him? I'm sorry, Mr. Moore, to hit you with this. I've just not had this clause before. So
Okay.
what would it limit him from doing?
Why don't we could just not put it on there, and I will get an agreement, to you late, at some point, so you can, because you'll see this in the future, and so we can, whether you agree or, decide to agree with it or not, but we'll have the, so that you're aware of it.
Okay, and could you get that to me, Judge Olsaver, and also Mr. Degemer
Sure.
Gosian? Okay,
Sure.
Thank you, and I'm sorry about that, I just wasn't, okay. So understand there may be some limitations on your internet abilities, but yes, you shall be able to use your Facebook, okay?
And not only that, what if I have a cousin that wants me to help him work on his truck, and he lives in Ohio, in Pioneer, Ohio?
Well, that's not, you got travel restrictions. Everybody does.
Yeah, you can't go to Ohio, sorry. The cousin might have to trailer the car to you to work on.
And I've been helping
Okay.
him work on a pickup.
Well, then maybe you better trailer it to Michigan. All right, submit search and seizure of your property. I'm gonna order you to serve 1 year in jail with credit for 144 days. There is $130 crime victim assessment fee, $68 in state costs. There's no supervision because he's paying it on the other file, right?
Well, we order them on both in case one discharges before the other, and so it's only going to be one fee though.
Okay, and $30 per month supervision fee, 60 if we have to put you on a tether. And that's only, you only pay it on one, not both. So is there anything else, Mr. Moore?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, so sir, when you are done with your jail term, you will need to report to the probation department. the next business day. Do you understand? So if you get out in the morning, come that afternoon and check in. But if you get out during the middle of the night, I think they like to let you guys out in the middle of the night. You just have to be here by 8 o'clock the next morning, all right?
Yeah.
Okay. Anything else, Mr. Moore?
No, thank you.
Mr. Vanetto? Mr. Dagger-Margosian?
No.
All right, now, Mr. Ham, you do have a right to appeal this sentence. We are going to provide to you 3 copies for each file of your notice of right to appellate review. They'll have you initial and date 1 copy for each file for our records. That's just to verify that you received a copy of your appellate rights. If you wish to appeal your sentence, you would fill out the information on the form and mail it to the address listed on the form within 42 days. All right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Thank you, Mr. Ham.
After nearly 20 minutes of legal arguments and probation debates, the judge finalizes Robert Ham's sentence with jail time, probation supervision, treatment requirements, and mandatory registration conditions. The hearing ends quietly, but the consequences will follow long after release from custody. Like, comment, and subscribe for more shocking courtroom cases and legal breakdowns.